It's the young USA #2 Mirai Nagasu who starts her Olympic campaign, choreographed by Laurie Nickel. It's pedigree all the way.
It's the team, of course, that led Evan Lysacek, the man from Chicago in the US, to the gold medal, upsetting Evgeny Plushenko. And there is Frank Carroll, the head of that coaching team, having a word to Nagasu. He thought she had won the US titles just on a month or so ago now, but the judges thought otherwise as far as the quality of her jumps, the landings in particular, and on one of the jumps, the edge that she takes off on being the incorrect edge. We'll wait and see what the judges make of it tonight, because it will be a talking point later on, as well as we get to some of the stars and the medal favourites in this year's ladies figure skating competition. She's had a tough time of it, with growth spurts and injuries after winning that US championship at 14 years of age 2 years ago. Here she is, a more mature and much taller figure skater in the short program in Vancouver.
The first jump is a triple Lutz double toe. Watch for the takeoff entry edge. As it steps into triple flip. Vertical split spiral. Tanina Bauer into the double axel. Shows great sophistication. This layback is something. Look at these positions. Keeps going and going. That will be hard to beat. She can feel the music and it shows. Combination spin camel. Beautiful turned out free foot.
Absolutely eye-catching performance from Mirai Nagasu. It might have been spinning so quickly at the end she's given herself a nosebleed.
It does happen. It's not unusual. Don't panic. It does happen.
Well, what a return it has been from somebody who was obviously a rising star when she won the US Championships in 2008. I mentioned before she started her program, she was a more mature and taller skater. Just 2 years ago when she won the championship, she was 4'11". Now she's 5'4". She's grown 5 inches in 2 years.
Well, you see what happens is that the bones grow first, and the muscles are then stretched over that same space, and that's when the injuries occur. And it's not until the muscles catch up with the bone growth that they're solid again. That looked like it came off the outside edge, even if it was the toe, but I'm not convinced that that's absolutely backwards. You have to see that in super slow-mo. The second jump is. Well, all the armchair critics will be able to say one way or the other, but see again here, this is racking right up off the toe rake, and it's not coming off either an outside or an inside edge. And there is the turn on that landing again. The tech specialists will be looking at that over and over, depending on the camera angle. If it's more than a quarter of a turn, it's downgraded. Look at the position. This is a bendy girl.
Yes, if there are questions on her takeoffs and some of her landings in those jumps, there are no questions on these spins.
Look at this position. That is a Bielman, and it should get the level and the grades of execution.
But it will be interesting to see what they made of the master. She was downgraded pretty heavily in the US National Championships. She did get a downgrade on the execution of her triple lutz, which the judges are saying quite obviously came off the wrong edge on the jump, but she has scored 63.76, or might have been the landing also. We would have to find out later on from the judges themselves.
Yeah, but they just went to a minus 1.2 grade of execution, which is to do with the technique of taking either the takeoff or the landing. So not necessarily a change of edge, but she got through that very well.
Lepistö.
Here is Laura Lepistö. Very good sixth at last year's World Championships in Los Angeles. She has been moving up the ranks, but she is in the deep end of the pool right here alongside Asada and also Kim.
The Finnish ladies have done well over a number of years, and she was a silver medalist at the European Championships 4 weeks ago. So she has a planned triple-triple. She goes through her movements. As soon as they stop in position, that music starts. That's why you see a little bit of the waiting until they come to a final rest. Needs the speed for a triple-triple, and this is a lot of speed. Triple-double. Excellent quality, but won't have the points she wants. And like her teammate, it steps into loop. She's a precise skater. Third jump, which is the double axel. Every movement has purpose. The spiral sequence, inside to outside edge. Not very good flexibility. footwork. Good bobble on the combination spin there. Interesting skater. You can see why she'd be a silver medalist at Europeans.
Laura Lepistö kicking off our second last group tonight in the ladies short program. Tonight's scores will count for around about 1/3 of the total scores, with 2/3 of the score coming in the free skate on Thursday night. And she has a personal best of 62.96. That would easily get her through, obviously, to the free skate and really challenge the lead. It still belongs to Mirai Nagasu.
Here we go. Even in slow motion, these boards are zipping by. Great position. Slip on the toe dig there, and she wasn't able to get the traction she needed to take off. Triple loop was a back outside edge to the back outside edge. Self-assured, confident. She's a purposeful skater. The footwork is snappy and easy with brackets in a row. Some toe steps, because you've got to look at what the feet are doing.
61.36 points.
61.36, and she sits in third place. Third skater to get into the 60s tonight, and that's where you would imagine we'll be inhabiting from here on in, with one of the real enigmas of figure skating next on the ice.
Our next skater, représentant le Japon, representing Japan, Mao Asada.
Missed out on skating at the Torino Olympics by a matter of days because she was just too young. She is now 19 years of age, and if Mao Asada is at her best, she can very easily win the gold here in Vancouver. But to do that, perhaps she has to throw in her trademark triple axel. She has had all sorts of trouble with it throughout this current Grand Prix season, but she did have a confidence-boosting win at the Four Continents Championship not that long ago, and she nailed it there.
Skating to the walls from Masquerade, going for the triple axel first jump. 3.5 revolutions. Yes, double toe loop. Going for gold. Steps into triple flip. Beautiful position, Bielman spiral. Spread eagle, straight into a double axel. That's all the jumps done. Lay out, back sit. And the pressure mounts for the rest. Trying to express the music All the way through the step sequence, you see it's straight line, but it's very strong lobes. There's a joyful quality in the steps. Back camel to the inside edge, easily. And a donut spin. This will really take some beating.
Talk about stepping up to the plate. Mao Asada has hit a home run in Vancouver.
The pressure on the Japanese girls and the Korean girls is immense. The media attention surrounding them, their own country, is enormous.
And sitting alongside the boards waiting for her turn to skate, which is next, is Yuna Kim, coming out to hear the crowd roaring and realising that Mao Asada, immediately before her on the ice, has put down a super impressive program here tonight.
Well, the triple axel base point value is 8.2. And for a triple Lutz, it's 6.0. So landing a backwards triple axel already gives you, there's Tatiana Tarasova, who has coached Yagudin, so many others to World Olympic titles. Forward takeoff 3.5 revs, that is backwards. That is as clean as a whistle. And it's going to have a positive grade of execution as well as that. If we don't see something like 9.2, 10 for that. Here is the steps into the triple flip, not as high as the axel. Is that around?
You can see that skate when it hit the ice there wasn't completely backwards, and that has been the topic of much discussion in the women's ranks in the lead up to these Vancouver games. Tatiana doesn't care. She thinks it was absolutely perfect.
It's whether it's more than a quarter of a turn, and that's where the technical specialists have to make it. But apart from all of that, she had a lyrical quality to the steps. The spirals were spectacular. The spins were spot on. Like, how much better could she really skate? That has thrown the gauntlet down.
Well, she has a head-to-head record against Yuna Kim, 6'5" Kim's way, out of 11 times they have skated in the same competition.
The season's best is only 58.96. She'll smash it.
Bears out the fact she has been struggling before those Four Continents
Championships. She has
earned 73.78.
Shocked. She's shocked.
She can't believe it.
10 points clear of Mirai Nagasu.
And if Vancouver was supposed to be the coronation of Queen Yuna Kim, Mao Asada has had a lot to say about that here tonight. Now, as Brian also has a chat to the 19-year-old megastar from Korea.
Representing the Republic of Korea, Yuna Kim.
A lot of Korean support in the crowd tonight here at the Pacific Coliseum. And if you remember the pressure that Kathy Freeman was under before the final of the 400 at the Sydney Olympics, well, multiply that by about 10, I think you get some understanding as to the weight of expectation that is on Yuna Kim back home in Korea. She has killed them with this short program all season. It's a James Bond medley. And the Queen has a license to thrill.
It's going to be hard to beat a triple axel. Triple Lutz, triple toe. Easy flowing footwork into the triple flip. quality layback. Layout back sit. Every point will count now. It's going to be that close. For my money, I like Yuna Kim steps best. Small trip. Outside edge camel.
What a response. And even James Bond would say, magnificent, Moneypenny.
She really did deliver under so much pressure.
Representing the Republic
The
of
triple
Korea,
Lutz, triple toe was magnificent. It was a tiny little trip at the end of the steps. Could it come down to something as simple as that?
It could possibly do by the time we get to the gold medal on Thursday night in the long program here. But boy, haven't we been treated to something special back-to-back. Mao Asada and Yuna Kim delivering on the biggest stage.
Absolutely. If you really had to go after it, and you'd have to compare, and you can't, the judges they're not comparing element to element, because the triple axel brings it home for Mao Asada, but the triple Lutz, triple toe with a positive grade of execution gets it there too. Now this is the jump I'm talking about. Ripped right off that outside edge. Great flow between the jumps. Look at that, carried about 3 metres, and excellent triple toe coming off the Lutz. And here we go with the steps into the triple flip. Again, a technically superb jump. I like her style a little bit more. I like the ease of her choreography. And it is clever choreography by David Wilson. There you go, you can see the intricacies of what she's doing. She brings everybody in. They're both masterful. Nervous moment for Brian Orser.
A real favourite son of this Canadian crowd, of course, the two-time silver medalist. So close on both occasions in '84 and also '88, and there'll be many in the crowd. If they couldn't see a Canadian win, they would take Yuna Kim as something of a victory for Brian Orser and also Canada. 73.78 is the lead of Mao Asada.
The short program score, please. She has earned
78.50.
Component scores in the 8. She got 12 points for her triple Lutz, triple toe. Such was the quality.
That's an absolutely massive score to be almost 5 clear of Mao Asada. And now we come to the second of the Japanese trio in Akiko Suzuki.
It's now electric in this arena.
down on the triple flip. Been so tough to shut out everything that was happening around her while she waited to skate.
She'll have to make the next jump a combination now. Salute. Puts a double toe on it. To the inside edge, although it did travel right after it landed. Akiko is a wonderful skater, but you can just feel the difference between Mao Asada and Yuna Kim. Double axel. Tight centering on, oh, there's a forward outside edge. Looks really good on these laybacks. Excellent step sequence. Well choreographed and performed.
Welcome back to the big time, Akiko Suzuki.
The Japanese depth in the ladies is so tough that even making the team to Vancouver is an enormous pressure for the girls. Akiko came second in the Japanese Nationals just 3 weeks ago, took bronze in 4 continents championships, but not many of the top skaters attended.
Just over 61 for Suzuki.
Akiko Suzuki is currently
Component scores in the high 6s and early 7s.
Our next skater, representing Canada, Joannie Rochette.
It was supposed to be the time of 24-year-old Joannie Rochette's life, but tonight her thoughts aren't focused on winning a medal. Instead, she takes to the ice to pay tribute to her mother, Therese, who at only 55 years of age died suddenly of a heart attack early on Sunday morning, just hours after arriving in Vancouver to watch her only daughter compete. And after being woken in the Athletes Village at 6:30 a.m. on Sunday to learn of her mother's passing, Joannie told her father, Norman, who is here tonight to watch her skate, that she still wanted to compete, and 2 hours later she was here practicing at the Pacific Coliseum.
Triple Lutz, double toe, after she'd almost lost her footing. Steps into flip. Final jump, double axel. Combination spin, the back camel, changing edge. Couldn't have done any better.
You have to wonder where the courage comes from. With the heaviest of hearts, a performance drawn from love and respect, no doubt, for her mother, who had travelled here to watch her compete in her home Olympics. And instead she was taken from Joannie in tragic circumstances. And you can only wonder how she just did what she did.
It is a wonderful tribute. She must be going through such a roller coaster of emotions that could have all come unstuck in the first 5 seconds before this when she was coming down the rink. The triple lutz right to backwards. The double toe. She's keeping her composure. She hasn't had a great season and been inconsistent. Here's the flip. Again, right to backwards. Look at that lovely landing position. You can just see pain etched everywhere on her face. This is the best short program she's done all season.
The scores, please, for Joannie Rochette of Canada. The short program score, please.
Ordinarily we hang on these numbers, don't we? But they mean so little tonight. At 71.36 puts the Canadian champion, a champion in mourning, right in the medal mix.
Good for her. Great dignity.
Our next skater,
well,
représentant la Hongrie, representing
it would have been a fitting end to the night, wouldn't it?
Júlia
But
Sebestyén.
there are still 4 skaters to come. And if there's a dry eye in the house, I won't believe it. Júlia Sebestyén.
And this is not an easy position for her to skate in. Another lady with big jumps. There it is. Girls are in the top group because they can do the big jumps, and here comes the flip. She couldn't complete the rotation. So donut spin. Double axel straight into the layback spin, sideways leaning, now into the layback position. And one of the few to perform a circular step sequence and having a little bit of fun with it too. Final element, combination spin, that's camel to sit in a bullet position, well centered.
Off the back of the emotion we just witnessed, that was a fantastic performance.
Yes, it was. What Julia did in the flip is really common with what she's done throughout her career. She just didn't pull in. There wasn't anything really wrong with the triple flip, but she just didn't go after the rotation.
Some height there on that jump.
Excellent triple lutz and confident landing. There was no reason for her not to pull in on this flip. It was a good takeoff. I can't see anything wrong with it. She just really doesn't snap her legs together and go right after it. It's about conviction. So not a fall, but the base value will come down to a double, and then it'll have a -3.
Her personal best is 61.28.
She has earned
57 high 50s for Sebestyén. 57.46.
currently in 10th place.
Has her intent at the moment, and a whopping 21 points in the short program alone behind our leader Yuna Kim. Here's the American champion, 17-year-old Rachael Flatt.
Représentant des États-Unis d'Amérique.
Going to jazz things up a little bit here with a swing number to get things going.
Good idea.
Her nickname, as you said before, Reliable Rachael, and it would be a huge surprise to see her come out here and do anything but nail all of her elements.
Exactly. Sing Sing Sing, choreographed by Laurie Nickel. Triple flip, triple toe loop, no problem as expected. just makes the Lutz. Classic layback position with a turned out free foot and free knee. She's comfortable. Okay, watching for the straight line footwork, how difficult it can be. She's got good speed and interpretation. A lot of it is facing the judges and not the other side.
Oh, great.
She's selling it.
Ah, the Boogie Woogie Bugle Girl will get more than a B. Wow, that was great.
I loved it. I like her skating. I know that she does have critics saying that she is too flat in her skating or not as exciting. I like that you can rely on somebody to deliver the goods, and that was really fun. At 17 years of age, to be able to take that number and bring it through, and to be the Boogie Woogie Bugle Girl.
That's it.
It's fabulous.
Wow, she was blowing kisses, revving up the troops. Like a USO show for a while there.
Yeah, and how good's that?
Well, let's hope the judges enjoyed it as much as we did, and as expected, she did nail all of the jumps. She just had to hang on to the looks, though. We'll see in a second.
That was the triple flip, triple toe loop. And here is the steps into the Lutz. Watch the outside edge. That's what we're watching for. Yep, right off the outside edge. Whee! I don't know that that is fully rotated. We'll wait and see. She's the spokesperson for Reading is Fundamental. It's the largest non-profit reading organisation in the USA. She really is a top grade student. And she feels passionately that kids should all be able to read. I think it's a wonderful initiative.
She must be so easy to work with for her coach alongside of there, Tom Zakrajicek. Must be an absolute delight to work with somebody who's so intelligent and able to take things on board.
Rachael Flatt of the United States of America.
She really does has that Miss America face, doesn't she?
The short program score, please. She has earned 64.64 points in the short program.
64.64. She's the top ranked of the Americans going into the free program.
The triple Lutz has had a minus GOE of 1, so she scored only 5 points for that. But as you say, sitting on top of the Americans that are at 4th place, that is medal contention.
Representant l'Italie, representing Italy, Carolina Kostner.
The Italian Carolina Kostner will be our second last skater tonight here in the free program. She trains in Los Angeles. 23 years of age. And tonight, performing to a bit of Chopin.
Of course, one of her coaches is Krista Fassi, who's coached in America for a long time, but a fellow Italian. Nerves are the key for Carolina. Triple flip, double toe. She's statuesque and lyrical and fast. Very fast. Relaxed into the double axel. That's a good save. Good use of the music. Centre ice for the layout back sit to inside edge. Sensitive, well laid out program. It's a final spin.
Carolina Kostner. She had some backward crossovers coming out of the corner and she was motoring down the ice.
Absolutely. Here's the opening combination, which is the triple flip. I think she wanted to do triple toe off it, little off balance, and it was only the double. Her big problem will be the steps into the triple lutz. There were not very many steps. And okay, so here we go, reaching through, up to the jump. Just a little bit forward and under-rotated. Required the hands down, so she'll end up having a -2 grade of execution for that. The footwork was in the Tchaikovsky violin concerto section towards the end. It was good to see her relaxed and enjoying her event because she struggled a lot with nerves.
She has earned 63.02 points in the short program.
63.02 is good enough for 6th at the moment. Our last competitor of the night.
Miki
It was the
Ando.
22-year-old Miki Ando, another in the Nikolai Morozov coaching camp. She was second in the Grand Prix final back in December to Yuna Kim with a total of 185. But Kim has just been demolishing everybody in the lead up to these Vancouver Olympics. In fact, Kim won the first event of the season in France, the Grand Prix event there by a whopping 35 points. Ando needs a good one here to keep pace.
Triple planned. Lutz, loop. Whoa, put the foot down behind on the landing very quickly. It's not a night for any mistakes. Steps into flip. Technical specialists will have to determine if that's an edge error. Third jump, the double axel. She has to bring this music to life. Obvious change of speed, increasing speed during the layback. That will help her points. A lot of standing still. Quality of the footwork is excellent, but I think the program's missing the mark.
A very nice way to end the night. The short program in the ladies figure skating medal comes to a conclusion here at the Pacific Coliseum, and we'll wait and see what the judges thought of that. But I wonder if that choreography will sit with them that 2/3 the way through the program, that real static 30 seconds or so before the straight line step sequence. She was in one part of the rink for a very long time there, and she lost a lot of the flow that she had developed early on.
The choreography itself is first rate. There is just something missing about that program that's able to strike with the audience. However, from a points point of view, so to speak, skating skills are all there, the interpretation of it is there. For me, it's the expression and the being able to connect. I think when you're able, even if it's a deep piece, to bring people in with you, it helps. This is the opening combination, which is the Lutz right off the outside edge and into the triple loop, and the stepping back very quickly, and that tells you that it didn't rotate as well as it should do. Now this is steps into the triple flip, and we're looking to see what edge it goes from, and that it's coming in, it's really off the toe so much, neither the outside edge or the inside edge, and that should be downgraded. That's not rotated fully. They're only allowed a quarter of a turn leeway. Sideways landing spin into the layback, and she gains speed here, and that gives you a higher level. It's not easy to do once you're already in a spin to increase speed. And this is, then there was a lot of standing at this point there. We'll see.
Well, ordinarily, if you hadn't seen Yuna Kim or Mao Asada skate tonight, you'd have said this is going to be very much up there battling for the lead. But boy, we have seen, if you throw in Joannie Rochette into the mix, wow, three unbelievable performances here tonight.
I think Joannie will hold that bronze medal position running into the free program, but we're right about to find out.
The short program score, please. She has earned 64.76 points in the
64.76. It's a big gap between Miki Ando in fourth and Joannie Rochette in third. A gap of around about 6.5 points. So let's take a look at the standings at the end of the short program. Remembering these scores tonight will account for around about a third of the total scores that will decide the gold, the silver and the bronze in 2 nights' time. And it's Kim Yuna there on top. Mao Asada in second place. Joannie Rochette with the heaviest of hearts, the skate of her life tonight in honour of her late mother. 71.36 to hold down third place. We go down the rankings. You see Australia's Chelsea Lee there in 18th position. She's through to the free skate as well. A terrific result for the young girl, 16-year-old from Sydney. I'll take you down through the standings. That's how things end after the short program in the ladies figure skating.